Okay guys, I'm back. Not directly from the toilet. Actually, you will see I'm in a different place. That's because it's now 3 hours later than when I left. Initially I went to the toilet, was back in a second and started the second run, hunting those 4 missing Chronos sources. But after more than an hour of play, my computer crashed out, it crashed. So I had to do it a third time. No problem. I don't mind playing this game, so I actually like it. So yeah, you have to do what you have to do. Then after an hour and a half playing it again with full commentary, reading stuff, having cool sections, it crashed again, and this time as well corrupted the recording video file. So lost that one as well. Then afterwards I played it for the 4th time, and that wasn't too long ago, from the start of the level. Played it, and just where you saw me entering the building, there it crashed again. So now it's getting a bit annoying. This is the 5th time I'm playing it. Actually, I got way farther than this part. As you can see, I fully completed this level. Then I went to ground zero, completed 31% of that. But yeah, the computer keeps on crashing, and it then deletes the file that I'm recording with game DVR in Windows 10. It gets corrupted. So yeah, what can you do? It's the computer itself, it's pretty okay, but there are some components, the CPU, the power supply, which are now 5 years old, even older I think, maybe 6-7 years. It's still a Core i5 2500K. At the time, a great processor. It still runs good. It's overclocked from 3.3 gigahertz to 4.4. It used to be 4.6, so maybe that causes some instability, but yeah, it's still, the temperatures are good. It's being cooled by a big 120mm fan and heatsink. The memory I recently upgraded from 8 to 16 gigabytes. Should be good. The motherboard, it's a gigabyte Extreme 3 Gen 4 or Extreme 4 Gen 3 motherboard. Yeah, seems to do its thing. There's also an old Sound Blaster XV video card or sound card in it, and I suspect maybe it has to do something with that part. The video card is quite new. It's a GTX 1070, so I don't think it has to do something with that. But anyways, my game keeps on crashing. I just did a full reset and reset my BIOS. And I now am not recording 2 hours at a time, but brought that back to 1 hour at a time, so that if I have to replay it, at least I don't have to replay like super big chunks. Although I must say, replaying 1 hour over and over again, also while commentary, while commenting, and yeah, reading out collectibles, it's yeah, quite unfortunate. Anyways, let's pick up where we left off for me the 5th time. There are a couple of 4 Chronon sources that were missing. One is in the building over there. You don't see it really good. That's where you had to open the gate here. It's in the back part of that building. You have to jump on here, go over the walkway over there, jump on the roof, and in the roof there's a building you can get to, there's a hole you can get to it. The second Chronos part was over here. It was a bit buggy because doing the time vision thing like this did show it to be in that direction. I was here when doing the time vision, and it showed it was here, but it didn't show up its outline, the white glowing thing. So that must have been buggy, because I'm so close. It should have simply revealed itself actually, but it didn't. The third one, or actually the first one, is all the way at the start of the level where you are escaping from the van, and Liam and Beth are holding each other at gunpoint. It's in that room. So that is the first three. Then the fourth one is after this building, you get into a little alleyway before you get into the next building where you have like this big fight with heavies and stuff. There is this little roof over the doorway, and it's on top of that roof. You have to climb onto it. That's also the one that I could see from inside the building. But couldn't get to because once you enter the building, the door closes and you cannot backtrack. That was also the one that triggered me to restart this whole level, which on hindsight I should have never done because it's been now like 4 hours or something playing the same piece over and over again with an old PC that's crapping out. So yeah, what can you do? Anyhow, why am I not showing the Chronos sources anymore? That is because even if you restart a level, it it remembers the Chronos, the collectibles you found, and it will not show them anymore. So of course the emails and the laptops will still be there. You can reopen those collectibles you already found. But the Chronos sources, it will they disappear once you get them. They will be gone forever. So yeah, that's why I'm telling you where they are. Actually, it's not that much gameplay that I had to replay over and over again. It's quite a lot, but still, there's only one thing that I really look up against, and that is one collectible which is super funny, which is a screenplay in an email, which I read out from A till Z, but it's super long. So I'm doubting whether I will do it again. Probably I will because it's that funny. I want to share it, but fuck my life. I have to reread that whole fucking screenplay. Anyhow, my PC can crap out any moment again. So yeah, that will be a sixth time, but hopefully it's the BIOS resets and I drained all the power from the system, disconnecting the power supply and keeping the startup button pressed for a couple of seconds. Hopefully that helps out with getting it a bit more stable. And otherwise I have to think of something else. Buying a new PC at this moment, it's not really into it for me because I do like to buy a nice PC that will immediate, or at least components. I build my own PCs, but that will at least cost some 1,000 or 1,500 euros or dollars along those lines. And I just spent this weekend 300 euros or so on a microphone and headset, headphones. So that's new PC is not in there. Sorry for the long story, long talking. You want to see gameplay, I understand. Let's continue. By the way, I got all the sources. In the meantime, also upgraded my character with, I think, the time stop, increased size of the time stop. I have, in the meantime, gathered 4 extra Chronon sources from the level after this one, which I actually can just as well now spend. Times also, yeah, where shall we spend it on? Yeah, let's do the focus. As you can see now, I found in this area, which we have to replay that often, all the Chronos sources, but there is one document that I, even after 4 playthroughs, didn't get to. And by coincidence, I pressed the time view and I saw a laptop through a wall, and I think it's that document, so I'm gonna hunt for that one. at least to look at it from the positive way after playing it so often, I will be able to clear it 100%, which is actually also the least you can expect after running through it this often. The laptop I'm talking about is right over there. So before I went to the toilet, like 4 hours ago, I was on the train car over there. That's where I left you guys. Then I replayed a lot, blah, 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 and I continued the video here because the last time that it crashed, it actually auto-saved here. So at least I didn't have to replay from the beginning of the level to you. So okay, yeah, let's see how to get to that laptop. God damn it.
Finally.
It's Groundhog Day all over again.
I need to make this right. I'm gonna use the terminal up here and try and dig up what Monarch's really up to.
You do that, honey.
Ferraro, an eyewitness on the scene. Amy, tell us, what is going on here?
There were people from our group who took things too far. Shit. Things got very violent. I'm so sorry, Jack. They forced me to do it. I know. Because of Jack Joyce.
There's nothing you could have done.
Sounds like a terrifying scene down there. We really
that
appreciate
map over there should help you figure out a route.
Record to speak out against what appears to be such a dangerous person.
Okay, for the third time, I'm telling this now, not to you, so it has nothing to do with you cool internet viewers, YouTube viewers. It's more to myself. Because I do want to share this part with you. It's fun communication. It's Charlie, the IT guy, who really shows himself to be one of the biggest backstabbing colleagues ever. He's snitching on a couple of heavies, of mercenaries who are slacking on the job.
Mr. Serene's chopper is inbound for...
Hey, Clarice? That you?
This is HQ Alpha. Charlie, I told you to stay off the operations channel.
Sure, Clarice, listen. Hatch told me to search for Joyce. I've got footage of Bird taken out of Garden A1. Back of Monarch truck was left open. Now I'm checking cameras in A3 and guards are either sleeping on the job or, you know, not sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Catch my drift?
Joyce.
With a trajectory towards kicking over some expensive-ass sandcastles. Look, I'm gonna keep looking for him. I'm just giving you a heads up, okay? Over an hour or whatever.
Okay, what now hits me, maybe he is not snitching on them, like sleeping or not sleeping. Maybe he is, that's it, of course. It's him seeing guards lying on the ground, guards that I have killed. So they're not sleeping, they're actually dead. So, okay, that's also a good thing of running through it like 4 times. You can correct you see your mistakes. It's pretty funny. If I wouldn't have run through it, that would never have occurred to me. I thought I found some super funny piece. Actually, it's simply him, I think, if I interpret it right now, him signaling my progression through the level, leaving in my wake a trail of dead bodies. What I also saw, what I want to mention is in the loading screen there was this tip, like this little mentioning of during the load times, it gives some information, saying that Dr. Kim died under mysterious circumstances. Dr. Kim was the guy that I think Sophia Emerald replaced, and he is the guy that was working on Project Promenade. He was the professor of William Joyce, and also of that Meyer guy, I think, from the Joyce Meyer field, which they invented. And he continued, he worked further upon the groundbreaking research of those students. He died under mysterious circumstances. So that's also what we read all the way in the beginning at the university. Those information boards on campus and employees. I only don't remember if he died long ago or not. To me, it looks... Yeah, it was recent actually, because Will, Jack's brother, was brought in as a consultant to appease the investors after Dr. Kim's death. And Will wasn't brought in that long ago. It was like a couple of months ago. So why Dr. Kim died under mysterious circumstances, probably Paul Serene has something to do with it. I have no idea, but we will see. Oh, I have to check the map. That was my objective. And I already checked this one, just for the fuck of it.
Ground Zero. That's the same area my brother used to have his workshop. I may have to pass through there to get to Paul.
Paul? As in Paul Serene? That's why you're going to the dry docks.
We have unfinished business. You may want to stay here until I'm done.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'll open the door for you.
Okay.
Thank you very
Stay in
much,
contact.
honey.
Find a radio. I'll be on channel 3. And be careful.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, and by the way, I'm not sure because I've played so often whether I already said it, but actually, in my initial run, I had questions about why he is now giving her a radio frequency, because I thought that Jack was being contacted through an earpiece that he didn't really recognize, saying by a woman saying I helped you out and something like that. I think, by the way, that I already explained this, but still, just to be sure. Initially I thought it was Amy, and that got a question mark above my head, because why would they now align radio frequencies when just a short while ago she contacted him already over the earpiece, so the comms were already open. But the woman who contacted him initially over the earpiece, and also I think placed the earpiece in his pocket during the university sequence when they met briefly, that was actually Beth Wilder. So it's logical for Amy and Jack now to align communication frequencies, because they did not do so before. But anyways, there's a laptop over there.
Still no word on Joyce's location.
Yeah, I heard his brother scream like a bitch when he died. When he shows his face, I'll make him do the same.
Son of a...
Direct!
See you later.
Still kicking.
Monarch radio is lighting up. They heard a noise and know you're coming. Be careful out there.
Thanks for the heads up.
The laptop is in the part I've already been to, so I don't think it's the missing document. If not, then I really have no idea where it is. No freaking idea, man. Okay, let's check the ammo. I need ammo. I have ammo. almost inclined to save my game now way shorter, but now I've been recording only for 60 minutes, and saving the recording and starting it over every 16 minutes is maybe a bit too much. Anyways, over there on top of that roof was the last chrono piece. I saw it when we were in the building from this window and couldn't get to it because the door that you enter, that one, is permanently closed once you get inside, so you cannot backtrack. The part we are going into now, it's like this fight, which in the first one was really easily done, but on my, I think, fourth playthrough or third playthrough, it was quite hard once all of a sudden. So let's see how it goes now.
Contact! Oh, great.
Shotgunner advancing on hostile!
Motherfucker.
You wanna talk this out? Get behind him!
Okay, that went better than expected. Cheese my way through the level. Always nice.
Grenade! Catch this! No, 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 no! Target set! Flank him!
But I also said first time, it's really cool how the AI is flanking and being active and proactive instead of me camping out, cheesy through the level. You do take a lot of headshots. The helmet manufacturer is, yeah, commendable. Come on, guy. Jesus Christ. It's one. Okay, document. One last missing freaking document somewhere in this level. But this is also not a place where you expect a document, whatever it may be. See you later. I don't think this is the wisest thing that I'm doing now, because there's also already a heavy here. But I don't see the heavy. Oh, there he is. Alright, that went easier than expected. But the music is ongoing, so there is still enemies on the floor. And I am out. It is always the annoying thing, being killed by a little less enemy in a level. Which is often then also relatively threatless. In the sense that they do not pose that big of a threat. Then you get killed by getting careless. There he is. And again, you will see, you will take like 25 headshots. Okay, my controller is also not doing what it wants because I definitely pressed the correct button.
Still okay out there?
Yeah. Any idea where I go next?
Well, before you said hi, Gatehouse Squad was talking about activating security measures to lock some door on the second floor.
That's a start. Thanks.
Anyhow, if you see a document, I already said so before, maybe one of the crash recordings, but unfortunately this is not real time, so I'm on my own. But if you see a document, then yeah, nothing. You cannot do anything in the sense of notifying me.
Hey Jack, the husky lady on Monarch Radio seems to be unable to reach Gatehouse Squad. Remember the geared up soldiers I mentioned who do the teleporty stuff you do?
Yeah.
Apparently they're intending to say hi back with a grudge. So there's that. Regarding some kind of chronon particle harvesting operation. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm looking into it. Keep you posted.
I now know what that means, because I've already been there. Just 2 hours ago. Anyways, the laptop, and that's that one over there, doesn't contain any documents. This was the laptop that we saw from outside.
Joyce just took out Gatehouse Squad and you still don't have eyes on him? What do they pay you for over there, huh?
Charlie, just tell me where he is.
Do I hear please?
Charlie?
Warehouse B4. Better hurry.
You heard him? Move in.
On our way.
Yeah, the thing is, I already read all these, so yeah, I will read it for the, yeah, just, I will imagine this is just the first one. Mr. Head, oh yeah, Beth, I'm starting to grow suspicious about what's going on here. I have a hunch you feel the same way. I've been allowed a lot of freedom to come and go in my position, but it comes at the cost of very low clearance. Most members of the team know something I don't, and they are not eager to share. Tomorrow's operation is more than a simple retrieval mission. There are dates and times marked with detailed events that are expected to come to pass. I've seen charts with Fracture 4:15 AM labeled. It's way too much detail for a plan. It's like it's all being mapped out. How? Something big is coming. I can feel it. They told us our directive is to protect our worlds from dangers that lie ahead. If that's so, then why do I get the feeling that there is something coming that we're absolutely nothing doing to stop? And if everybody else knows this, why the hell is nobody acting on it? I can't sit back and watch it if there is even a chance that this could put Emily in danger. I need to know more. Serene won't answer my messages. Hedge is a closed book. I'm hoping you're an open one. Leon. Mr. Hedge, I've been monitoring company email service and found something interesting. Just thought you might want to know that your golden boy has been a bit snoopy as of late. Attaching his email below. This is another point that Charlie is like the biggest Secret Service KGB motherfucker snitch spy there is. This also shows that Leon is already having his doubts before Beth, when they held each other at gunpoint, talked him over to join her, and in that sense also Jack a bit. There was also doubt eating away at him at what Monarch was actually doing. That's also maybe in the beginning of the game you see him hanging around a fence when just before the factory takes place, when Jack, the protagonist, passes by him. He's also pretty moody or lost in thoughts. Maybe that's because of thinking what the hell he's actually doing, which is clear to him. Later on you will see that it's a bit of I will not. Yeah, I can just as well say it. It's shortly. You will. There's an email saying that Hedge himself is actually also having his own subplot. So Beth Miller, not Midler, I think. Midler is the actress. Beth Miller is having her own agenda. Liam Burke is having doubts, and in the end, he turned around against Paul. Serene, and Hedge, Martin Hedge, is also together with another Monarch employee following his own agenda. So Paul Serene does not have a really coherent, tight group around him. It's like intrigue and subplots everywhere.
Hey, I just turned off security.
Uh-oh. Jack, they're coming your way.
Right, I'm going to cut it out now just to be sure. And you will not notice it, but before my PC crashes again. Let's do that. And there we are again. I restarted the recorder. At least this part is now in the pocket. Alright. Is there a document here? No, there is not. So the document, yeah, I find it weird, but it's the most elusive document in gaming history. Ah, if there's a time fracture... Actually, I don't think you can shoot the guys. I'm not sure whether I'm going in the right direction here. But yeah, it's too late now. See you later. That should do him, right? Yes, it did. Okay, one more guy. Come on, bro. But you have to be careful because I did get killed by one lousy pistol shot to the head, I think, earlier. So even if you think they are relatively harmless, they can spoil your run. But what is a really good feeling is that at least that half part that I just saved the recording, I do not have to replay it again because it really got to me. Alright, any documents here? Oh, not really, huh? Not really. The only thing I find a bit, how do you say it, too bad, is that you cannot really melee in this game. For the rest, I'm getting now a bit more proficient at the control mechanics, and it's one hell of a game. Seriously, it's action-packed. Yeah, that's the end of the level. That's the whole problem. Where the hell did I miss a document? No freaking idea. It's one hell of a game. That's what I can say already. It has the guy is less depressed and moody than Max Payne. The whole atmosphere is less moody. It's more grand. Max Payne was more of a detective noir, a dark story. But it does bring back those Max Payne moments with the time abilities that you have, which are actually way more elaborate than only the bullet time you had in Max Payne. Yeah, so I'm really having a great time doing this run through. But still, the only thing is that motherfucking documents. Yeah, that's the end of the level. I cannot do anything anymore. So, just to check, you cannot really go back. I don't expect so. I wanted to say we have time. I don't have that much time. Tomorrow it's Monday again. I have to work. But yeah, I will take my time in this walkthrough. Because how often do you playthrough? How often do you do playthroughs? But the door really is shut as a motherfucker. So that's about it. I just missed the document somewhere in the beginning. That doesn't make it less... Oh man, I thought this was a laptop. Man. Fuck my life. That doesn't make it less irritating or frustrating if you're a bit of a completionist like myself. In case you're a bit of a completionist like myself. Okay, but whatever. 94% completion. Let's do it.
Jack?
Yeah.
I did some digging. This Chronon operation is harvesting some kind of fuel. It's used to power a device called the CFR. Ever heard of it?
CFR? No, what is it?
I'm not sure, but it looks like it's at the center of everything Monarch's doing. The thing they stole from the university, this operation, everything's linked to the CFR somehow.
What the hell is Paul up to?
The CFR is the abbreviation that earlier this game I also read in an email and that I couldn't place. So I'm lucky to hear that I'm not the only one who has no clue what it's about.
Let's do this.
Oh, this is also a pretty intense section, by the way, coming up.
Hello, I'm Dr. Sofia Amaral. Over the past 6 years,
Destroy Chronon containers by stacking bullets on them to create a temporary stutter.
Particles,
Ah, okay.
known as Chronon particles. On July 4th, 2010, unique temporal anomalies began to occur in a very small and focused area. We now refer to harvesting operation.
There's the heavy.
Relies on these
Holy smack. This is not going according to plan.
Advancing on hostile!
Containers will be transported from these locations where the CFR is located.
Keep right here!
See you later.
The yellow zone. These dense Chronon pockets under any conditions. We refer to this area as the red zone, where time no longer flows in a consistent manner and shifts without warning. Many who have entered Ground Zero have never returned.
Time to move.
We know that the October 8, 2016. We hypothesize that from this point forward, Chronon numbers will slowly decrease until time ceases to. The CFR must be complete before the fracture runs its course. For more information, please refer to your employee manual. Thank you for your time.
Flank! What the?
Okay, I'm gonna cheese the end of the level. Whereas that's too annoying. Why don't you have sniper rifles? Come on, guy. You're getting him to the head. Whatever, this is taking too long. Okay, anything we need to pick up from here? Not really. Burst pistol I don't like. Oh, that's by the way a good point. You can shoot these motherfuckers to create a time fracture or something. Nothing much is happening, by the way. But that's what the screen tip said. You will see that I will probably die here.
Gotta move.
Okay.
Gotta find a way out of here.
Ah, this is a new email I saw that I missed the other time I was here from Sophia Emerald.
Clear exit down here.
Chronon Tech Phase 2 milestone. Monarch Chronon research personnel sending a quick email to make sure that all division of the Chronon R&D department are on schedule.
To get up there.
As you know, Monarch will be moving to Phase 3 on October 9th upon completion of the university operation. High-level milestone deliverables for Phase 2 are as follows. Ground Zero harvesting up. By the end of Phase 2 we expect to have officially harvested enough Chronon particles from the Ground Zero operation to fuel necessary Chronon tech indefinitely. Access to the redstone should be completely prohibited from this point forward. All harvesting equipment will be dismantled and returned to Monarch Tower during Phase 3. CFR research. Still unclear what CFR is. All research regarding the CFR must be complete and the CFR must be returned to Monarch Tower for safekeeping. Lifeboats. Prototype testing phase of the lifeboat should be complete. Further testing will commence once the CFR is returned to Monarch Tower. Chronon Tech. Alpha build tech must be complete for all armor and weaponry. Beta tech will commence during Phase 3. Dampener must have reached approved proof of concept deliverables. Please read the milestone booklet to make sure all departmental deliveries are achieved. Dampener. What the hell is a dampener? Dr. Sophia Amaral, head of research. She doesn't look too chill. Anyhow, by the way, there were also some Chronon sources over here. One behind that stairwell there. So, as for your info. And what you also can do is push a little switch in this machine and it absolutely does nothing.
Chronon harvesting process cancelled. Insufficient Chronon particles detected. Please move harvester to designated yellow zone anomalous area.
Okay. Anyhow, we can move ahead.
No clear exit down here. May have to head upward. Oh. Not your average elevator.
Jack, I found documents here about some kind of private gala Monarch is hosting tonight.
Tonight? After everything that's happened?
It has something to do with their future plans. Serene's delivering a speech and the guest list has everybody from Monarch higher-ups to big-shot scientists to the mayor of Riverport, which raises the question, why now?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
Okay, there was also a Chronon source located in this room here. But as you can see, once you pick them up, they are gone forever. By the way, let's see the physics. Oh, it doesn't work. Foundation roof coating. You wonder what the developers were thinking by making that so specific. It's really cool. It makes it really realistic. But yeah, what shall I put on the bucket that we place in the industrial complex? Foundation roof coating. Yeah, that's a good one. It's really cool, I must say. Let's see if it... Oh, it doesn't do anything. Explodes, I wanted to say. And spray out paint, but it doesn't. There was maybe also something down there. I'm not sure anymore. At least if you want to go to the toilet, you can do it over there. If you want to see some old electricity, how do you say it, center thingy, and you can look over there. And
okay, getting closer, I think. Now, which way's the dry dock?
By the way, it's so confusing for me now because things are popping in my head and I'm not sure whether I already mentioned it, because I'm not sure whether I mentioned it in one of the runs that crashed and are gone forever, or one of the live runs. But I think it's still coming up what I wanted to say, so yeah, I think so. Okay, I think there was also a chrono source on top of this little beam antenna.
I got that briefcase we lifted from William Joyce's car. Laid out the contents in the trailer. You want me to go through?
No. Serene wants the first look. Till then, hands off.
One moment, guys. I have somebody at my door. Oh. Okay, back to the game. Annoying, wasn't for me.
I got that briefcase we lifted from William Joyce's car. Laid out the contents in the trailer. You want me to go through?
No. Serene wants the first look. Till then, hands off.
It was food delivery for the neighbors. Oh yeah, that's also what I noticed. This is one of the first games that actually has like a real car brand doing product placement, which is pretty cool, because mostly in a lot of games cars are like this really under prioritized environmental assets. They are mostly like super basic square models, 2 max 3 different variants, or different models with a couple of different colors, and that is supposed to be like the totality of the car park. Well, it actually is such an important piece of modern day life, and as such also of modern day environment. So I'm really glad that Remedy took a step up and actually placed some real life looking cars in game. Actually it looks pretty good. It could just as good immediately go into the Gran Turismo series as a beginner's car. So yeah, props to Remedy.
I think there's no power to the lock.
And yeah, I think I also said this.
Looks like the trailer has power now.
Said Mac, filling in for Bobby Radford. Bobby's taking a little break for health reasons. I'm sure you'll all join me in wishing him a speedy recovery. Just take all the time you need, Bobby. We've got your back. Now, not to get too serious on you right out of the gate, but here's the latest on the awful tragedy down at Riverport University. The authorities are now looking for Jack Joyce, believed to be the mastermind behind the terrorist action at the university and personally responsible for several deaths. Details are still scarce, but it's believed Joyce's own brother, William Joyce, is among the dead. Little about Joyce is known yet, but given the actions of the activist group he was part of, it is now clear that allowing the anti-corporate protest to continue has backfired at a great human cost. Joyce's current whereabouts are unknown. Fortunately, security personnel from Monarch Solutions were on site and managed to intervene, saving countless lives. We'll keep you updated as this story develops. And now, some music.
Okay, that's a bit weird. What's there in the air? What was I saying? I wanted to say something, but I forgot. That's something that I wasn't sure whether I told it in a live recording or the deleted recording, but besides there, it's a game step up with regarding the cars. For the rest, it's like an amazing game. It can be short. It's a super cool action game. I think I just said this, but yeah, it's quite confusing, all the different run-throughs. But yeah, the bullet time, it's way more elaborate than Max Payne. The story is a little bit less dark. It's less detective noir, but it's yeah, it's actually a more grand story with all fundamental quantum physics things going on. So that is also to me an appealing storyline. That together with like yeah, cool action set pieces makes for yeah, an amazing game. It's I'm not even halfway, I guess.
Paul's men had taken the briefcase
really cool.
from Will's car, dumped the contents on the table.
Okay, what I will do, here is the funny email. I will read it.
Will had said he needed something from his briefcase to stop the fracture. Wasn't much there, but his phone and a key to the Bradbury swimming pool. Not the most obvious clues.
Jack, it's Beth. Monarch just got footage of your lady friend sniffing around some confidential Monarch files. Kind of a big no-no around here.
Amy, I gotta go back for her.
Don't. I'll pick her up. Where are you?
I'm on my way to Paul at the dry docks.
Serene's not the priority. I'm getting you out of there. I'll meet you at the dry docks. Channel 1 is the Monarch frequency. Use it to keep ahead of them. And Jack, don't do anything stupid.
Ah, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah, indeed. This is a checkpoint. I think I am going to cut it out here for a second, because here's the funny email, the screenplay that is pretty long, but that I wanted to share. And afterwards, let's just continue to run. Because in the meantime, I'm going to order some food myself.
Amy, you okay out there? Shit.
I am going to, or the food delivery guys for the neighbors that just called actually triggered my own hunger, so I'm going to do the same. I'm going to read that one and I'm going to read that one, and then we are going to continue the story. So hope to see you back soon. I'm not even sure whether the video on YouTube will also end here, because I think I'm going to edit some of the shorter pieces together to some other shorter pieces, or to the next piece. So it could well be that when watching this on YouTube, this will be one continuous stream, but for me it will be a small break now. So see you either in the next video or in 1 second. Rombbb out, and for the meantime, keep on gaming.